Jai Srimanarayana. Hello everyone, I am the Pauranika. Welcome to the 15th episode of Sri Mahabharata as written by sage Vedavyasa. This episode is in continuation to the Amsaavatarana Parva of Adi Parva. As mentioned in the earlier episodes, Lord Brahma gave birth to many sages including sage Marichi. Marichi gave birth to Kashyapa, and Kashyapa, who married 13 of Daksha's daughters with the eldest one Aditi, had Adityas as sons. One of the sons, Martanda, gave birth to Manu. People are called Manavas after him. Such righteous Manu had many children including Ila. Ila gave birth to a son by name Pururava. She became both mother and father to the son and raised him. That Pururava ruled 13 islands. Blinded by arrogance that was born out of his strength, he grew animosity towards the Brahmins. He looted the treasures of the Brahmins despite their pleas. One day, the great sage Sanat Kumara descended from the Brahmaloka and advised Pururava to not torture the people. Pururava, however, paid no heed to it. This angered the sage and he cursed him, resulting in the downfall of King Pururava. Pururava, with Apsara Urvashi, gave birth to 6 sons: Ayu, Dhimanta, Amavasu, Dhrudhayu, Vanayu, and Satayu. One of them, Ayu, with Swarbhanu, gave birth to King Nahusha. Nahusha was a good king who justly ruled his people. He performed 100 Ashwamedha Yagas, fought battles against the Rakshasas along with the Devatas, and even obtained the throne of Indra in his absence. However, blinded by the power, like an animal, he once ordered the greatest of the sages to carry him. An angered sage Agastya cursed him, and Nahusha had fallen down from the heaven. He too had 6 sons by names Yati, Yayaati, Samyati, Ayati, Ayati, and Dhruva. While Yati renounced the worldly desires, Yayati became the king. Yayati respected the gods and his forefathers and became invincible. He had 2 wives by names Devayani and Sharmishta. With Devayani, he gave birth to Yadu and Turvasu. With Sharmishta, he had 3 sons named Dhruhya, Anu, and Puru. Once, Devayani's father Sukracharya cursed Yayaati, as a result of which he lost his youth and became an old man. Then he called all his sons and asked them to swap their youth for his old age and rule the kingdom in his place, so that he can satiate the desires that are rising in him due to the curse given by Sukracharya. While all his sons, starting Yadu, declined to do so, Puru, the youngest son, said that he would give his youth to his father and take up his old age and his responsibilities. Then Yayaati, with the power of his penances, gave his old age to his son and took Puru's youth. He had travelled around with his wives. He had also been to a forest called Chitraratha and lived with an Apsara called Visvachi. Even then, his desires weren't satiated. Then Yayati realized that by enjoying the pleasures of life, one cannot satiate the desires. Pleasures of life fuel the fire of desire. Even if everything good in this world is given to a person, he will still not be satisfied. Yayaati thought so and controlled his desires with his mind and took back his old age from his son Puru and gave him back his youth. He declared Puru as his heir and blessed him that their lineage will be called Parva lineage after him. After coronating Puru as the king, Yayaati left the kingdom along with his wives and stayed for a long time at the hill of Bhrugutunga. Yayaati, along with his wives, performed Nirahara Vrata, consumed no food, and finally reached heaven. Janamejaya then asked, how did Yayati get the curse from Sukracharya? How did he even marry Sukracharya's daughter Devayani? Then Vaisampayana said, this is a long story. Listen carefully. For all the precious creations of the three worlds, there was a constant fight between the Suras and Asuras. To win in the battles, they sought to perform yagas. While the Devatas chose sage Brihaspati as their priest, the Asuras chose Sukracharya as their priest. The two sages, though shared a mutual respect towards each other, they were competitive too. Sukracharya had the knowledge to resurrect the dead called Mrita Sanjeevani. With that ability, he would resurrect the dead Asuras, and that caused great trouble to the Devatas. However, sage Brihaspati would not resurrect the Devatas killed by Asuras. Then the Devatas approached the son of Brihaspati by name Kacha and asked him to obtain the knowledge of Mrita Sanjeevani from Sukracharya. Kacha accepted the engagement and went to the city of King Vrishaparva where Sukracharya was living. Maharshi, I am the grandson of sage Angirasa and the son of sage Brihaspati. My name is Kacha. Due to my respect towards you, I want to take the penance of Brahmacharya for 1,000 years. Please accept me as your student, Kacha pleaded. Son, accepting you as a student is my way of respecting your great father, said Sukra, and took in Kacha as a student. Kacha served Sukracharya and his daughter Devayani reverentially. Devayani grew a certain fondness towards Kacha. He would sometimes sing, dance, or play veena to please her, and sometimes she would sing for him too. Kacha served the father and daughter duo for 500 years before the Asuras learnt about him. They were threatened by his closeness to their Acharya. One day, when Kacha went to the forest to rear the cows, the Asuras found him alone and attacked him. Devayani, who waited for Kacha for a long time, suspected a danger and went to her father. Father, it is late in the evening. You completed your evening rituals. Even the cows returned home. But the cowherd didn't. I think Kacha is in danger. I can't live if something happens to him. She wept and told Sukracharya. We will continue the story of Kacha and Devayani in the next episode. Thank you. Jai Sriman Narayana.